Hello my dear friends, I am Kirill and today we will take a look at LEGO Technic set 42159, new set of August 2023. This is a 1:5 scale copy of Yamaha motorcycle, and this set is really similar to the BMW 42130 motorcycle, and today we will find out, is it a step forward or it's kind of the same model. At the beginning of the instruction book we have a few additional pages dedicated to the original motorcycle and the LEGO model, but to be honest, nothing special here, just the common phrases, and as usually this building instruction is available on the official LEGO website, and you can download the PDF file and read everything presented here. And what is really cool, it seems that motorcycle has a modular construction, we will see in the near future, and one page with comparison of the original motorcycle and LEGO model. And now it's time to start the first building step, and in total this set contains 6 stages. And what I really like so far, the number of stickers, just one tiny sheet. The first step contains a lot of pieces. Here we have some beams with perpendicular holes, 3 stud long in dark bluish gray, 11 stud long, 15 stud long, 2 frames, 2 light bluish gray panels, and a piece that I've never seen before, something like pin and bolt joint, and the length of this piece is like 3L pin. The first building process is very interesting, and designer of this set is really genius. This construction looks incredible and it was very exciting to assemble it. A lot of unusual angles, reinforcements. Yeah, I think no comments needed. It looks amazing. And here I made 2 interesting pieces. It's rubbers from tracks. We have seen these pieces in black color to add more traction to tracks, but here they will be used another way for different purpose. And also instruction book has cool additional images like this one. I really like how it looks. The second step contains a lot of interesting pieces, of course also some common pieces, chain links in pearl gold like in BMW motorcycle, and here we have 5 absolutely new pieces in LEGO. It's quite obvious that here we will build a gearbox. Here we have a lot of gears for clutch ring, 16 tooth, 20 tooth, and also usual gears, and this absolutely new 24 tooth gear. Finally, we could use for this purpose old differential gear, but it's quite huge piece, and this is a normal gear with opportunity to use with clutch ring. It's cool that now we have this piece. Also, the clutch ring was updated. Now it's 1 stud shorter than the previous one. This one is 3 stud long and this is only 2 stud long. But I think it's compatible with older gear shifter. We can see that this groove in the center has the same width, so it must be compatible. And of course it's compatible with older gears. And here we have updated gear shifter. Gear shifter was this strange orange piece, but now we must use these orange pieces. It works like this. Clutch ring rotates freely, but to use this shifter we must add 2 like rails to move this clutch ring and to engage different gears, and to move this orange piece we need this huge wheel or drum with this groove, very complex shape, and this system looks very bulky and huge by comparison to the previous one. I don't know which advantages has new system, we will see in the future, but the first impression isn't so obvious. I think this system looks very complicated. And this piece is very complex too, because we cannot put this axis through this piece. If I add the second axis, these two axes will have 45 degrees offset. Maybe it will be visible from this angle. You can see that this axis has 0 angle and this has 45 angle. So this is very specific piece. You will see how it will work, and I believe that we will see these pieces in new supercar in the next year, because such a big update in gear shifting system cannot be done just for one motorcycle. And one more new piece, this yellow, actually not a gear. These pieces will be used to fix stages of the gearbox and probably to shift gearbox. We will see soon. The second step is finished, and now we have a gearbox. It's separated from the chassis and it's good to observe how it works. Here we have a long chain that will be connected to the rear wheel, of course, and this chain is connected to this gearbox shaft, where we have two clutch rings and many gears. The upper shaft will switch gears. Here we have an indicator and also a limiter. And here we have two yellow sprockets. The first one will be used to fix stages of the gearbox. I will show you here. It fixes this yellow sprocket, this red beam fixes the position of the sprocket each 45 degrees, and you can see that this indicator works as limiter. Now we cannot turn counterclockwise further, but we can turn this way until it stops here. And the second yellow sprocket is used to switch gears. Here we have a symmetrical system with two dark bluish gray connectors, and we can push this yellow sprocket each time 45 degrees, of course. The system is similar to system used in 128 supercars, but now it uses new piece. And what we have here, this is a neutral position. Both clutch rings are not engaged, and this is the first gear, neutral, second gear, and the third gear. And at the next step we should mount this gearbox to the chassis. At the third step we will add a piston engine, so here we have 4 cylinders, 4 pistons and so on. Also here we have 5 gear racks for decoration, and also shock absorber with soft spring, and a few more gears, including the third green gear in this set. It's cool, and also these blue 12-tooth gears and some other common pieces. Probably this is the last chance to take a look at the gearbox in action, because later we will add some panels and all this beauty will be closed, but now we can check how it works. Now we have the first gear, engine, then direct drive to this shaft, then reduction 1 to 3, and output to the rear wheel. Neutral, the second gear 12 to 20, and the fastest gear 1 to 1. So the logic of this gearbox is the same as real cars and motorcycles. At the end of the third step we must connect two big sub-assemblies, and now here we have one big structure. Gearbox is here, engine is here, and this is the only part of the engine that we can see. This is a crankshaft, and the engine is covered completely at the top, and also in front here we have this big cover. The next step contains some interesting pieces. For example, this shock absorber now has fake spring in yellow color. Also here we have small light bluish gray panels and also big light bluish gray panels, 42th gear, one small brake disc like in Ducati Panigale, and also at this stage the rear wheel will be mounted, so we can take a look at the wheels. They are the same like in BMW motorcycle, but now in blue color. Front and rear discs are the same, and here we have tires also the same as in BMW motorcycle, narrow in front, wide in the rear, and both these tires are really huge. So now the model has a rear wheel and also a gear shifter, and also now the model has support, which was also used to do a building process more convenient. It's time to add the front wheel, so here we have huge shock absorbers. Working range is 3 studs like in BMW motorcycle, but this time in this pearl gold color. Also like brake cables or something like this, or hydro lines. Big or huge disc brakes also like in BMW motorcycle, and this special hubs also was used in the previous model. And here we can see transparent panels, I think for the first time. That's cool, but it's not transparent like this one. This is transparent black, I think. And also a lot of panels of different shapes. At the 6th step there are a few more interesting pieces. These panels are in dark bluish gray for the first time. The model is finished and it looks cool because this is a really big motorcycle. Especially I like blue rims, they look very stylish, and of course huge pearl gold shock absorbers. And here we have special support, but also we can display the set without this big support, just using usual stand. And what about the functions? Here we have the same functions like in BMW motorcycle. Of course, steering angle isn't so big, but it's enough to play a bit with this model, it's not a problem. Also here we have suspension. Rear suspension works perfectly, but front suspension works not so good. You must push the model somewhere here to make this shock absorbers work. If you push in the center, they don't work at all. And of course gearbox and engine are completely hidden in the center of the model. This pedal is used to switch gears, but this shaft is the only thing that you can see how this gearbox works. Neutral. Yeah, you can see that it works not perfectly. And about details, of course there are some lights here, a lot of small panels and hoses. I like mirrors, they are made out of many pieces, not like in 1:8 scale supercars, just one big panel. No, here there are a lot of system pieces and it looks much better to my mind. And of course also here we have imitation of disc brakes. Unfortunately brakes don't work here like in previous motorcycle. So the only significant difference between this motorcycle and BMW motorcycle 42130 is the pieces for gearbox. Functions are completely the same and gearbox has the same number of stages, but it's constructed out of new pieces. Maybe this is an advantage. I believe we will see these new pieces in next supercar 1:8 scale next year. And I like cool blue rims, of course, but the functions are the same: suspension, engine, gearbox, steering, support, and that's all. And also I can add about the price. This set is a bit cheaper, about 8% cheaper than BMW, but it has about 23% less pieces, about 440 pieces less than in BMW, and it has much less panels. So if you want more pieces for the same price, so probably you should buy the old motorcycle, not this one, because it's a bit cheaper but has much less pieces than in 42130 set. And I think that's all for today. Thanks for watching, share your thoughts about this set below the video, and see you next time. Bye!